Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the Haunted Basement Studio. I'm your host with the most ghosts, Triple B. And in this 5-minute comic book review, man, we're going to do Armageddon Vampirella issue number 1. The new series written by Tom Sniegoski right here. And this is going to be a continuation from Vampirella Strikes, baby. And is this freaking comic book any good? I don't know. You have to stick around for the next 5 minutes to find out. In the beginning of the issue, Vampirella is walking through a sandstorm with the sand swirling around her so fast it's like razor blades ripping off her skin, and she wonders how she always gets herself into these situations. And now we are going to cut to the bar in a city where Vampirella is drinking with a werewolf. As an informant walks up to them and says, I got some information about some new immigrants arriving to the city, and they took them down where the old abandoned warehouses are. And the werewolf looks at him and says, why are they taking new citizens to the old abandoned warehouse? We must investigate this. As Vampirella and the werewolf take off in the city, where Vampirella grabs them and jumps up in the air with her 18-foot bat wings and flies to the warehouse. And now as they land by a van that the informant was telling them about, where the immigrants were getting taken to this old warehouse, they walk up to it and it is empty. And all of a sudden they hear some screams coming from an abandoned warehouse. And as they go investigate, the werewolf says that he will go low and Vampirella will go high, flying in. And now the werewolf goes busting in through the front door, where he sees a guy and a girl sitting at the bar, and he says, what happened to the van full of immigrants? And they say, there's no immigrants here. And he looks at the girl and says, did you see any immigrants? She says, no. He says, you guys are lying. And they're like, oh my God, we gave ourselves away. As them two turn into coyotes, and the werewolf and them start to fight. Meanwhile, Vampirella is busting in through the roof as she sees some sort of ritual going on with a pentagram on the ground, and she thinks to herself, oh my God, I've seen this type of magic before. And now as the werewolf is taking business of the coyotes, saying that you do not do this type of business in this city, sacrificing humans just for sport, he goes ahead and takes care of them. And then he breaks in through the door, where he says, what the hell is going on here? As he sees the pentagram on the ground with Vampirella right there. Now as she flies down to the pentagram, she sees a skeleton priest from a different realm, and he notices her as well as he blasts her with magic, and then the werewolf goes flying back. And now Vampirella is teleported to a different realm. As she looks up, she sees these demons looking at her, and they grab her and say, get the late one. We got to get out of here because the storm's on the horizon. But she's like, what the hell are you doing? As she takes 2 of the guards down. And as they go and try to get her, the storm is too close. And they say, just leave her. And they leave her. And then now that storm dust cloud is all around her, with sand like razor blades ripping off Vampirella's skin. As the sand ripping through like tiny razor blades, she realizes that she's not on Earth anymore, and she has an inkling where she is at. One place only that can do this. She is in hell. The end of chapter 1. All right, dude, man, there's a lot more going on in that story that I did not tell. I just kind of gave you a plot synopsis of where issue number 1 went and where the rest of the series is going, dude. Man, I do not understand how the hell Vampirella always finds herself in these situations, and neither does she. Man, it was so good of a story. It read really fast, and that's how you do an issue number 1. Okay, now we're going to give the art a ranking of a 7 out of 10. Solid as hell, even with the lettering. Perfect 7 out of 10. Definitely dig it. And now we're going to go with the story from Tom Sniegoski. The story was intriguing for a first issue. Definitely made me want to see what's going to happen next in Vampirella Armageddon. So the story is an 8 out of 10. You can never miss with Tom Sniegoski. Such a great writer, writing Vampirella as he's done through all of these years, man. All right, man, that was Vampirella Armageddon #1. Solid first issue. I dug it. Do you dig it? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, man, Triple B's is out of the Haunted Basement Studio, and if you like this type of review, go ahead and tell me in the comment section below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And hell yeah, Armageddon, man. And I got more comic book reviews right up there with the playlist. Go ahead and click on that one if you do like this type of content. All right, man, I'm out of the Haunted Basement Studio, and I want you guys to remember one thing. You keep it haunted. Comics, later.